This video is brought to you by Subaru Georgetown, located in Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia. Hey guys, right here I have a 2016 Subaru XV 2.0i-P all-wheel drive. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The 2016 XV 2.0i-P in Malaysia does come standard with Subaru's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the ribbed area on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the front door handles. With that smart keyless entry, a push-button start system is standard as well. So to start the XV, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the right of the steering wheel. A rack and pinion electric power steering system is present on the first generation XV. The leather-wrapped steering wheel on the IP trim features sport grips at 10 and 2, as well as orange stitching going around the inner rim. The only transmission option for the XV in Malaysia is Subaru's Lineartronic Continuously Variable Transmission or CVT. CVT is basically an automatic transmission with an unlimited amount of gear ratios that aims to give drivers a smooth ride and better fuel consumption over a regular automatic. Manual shifting through 6 virtual gear ratios is available via the pedal shifters on the top 2 steering wheel spokes. While rear parking sensors are standard across the range, only the IP and the IS-STI trims gets a reverse camera as well. The gear knob and the base of the gear lever is covered in leather with the same orange stitching as found on the steering wheel. In terms of safety features, the XV 2.0i-P gets 3 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, vehicle dynamic control, hill start assist, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the outer 2 rear seats. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. 17-inch two-tone alloy rims are standard items on the XV in Malaysia. The rims on this XV are wrapped in Continental Contimax Contact MC5 225 55R17 tires. Disc brakes can be found all around, with the ones in front being ventilated while the rear ones are solid. The suspension gets McPherson struts in front and double wishbones out back. The XV name dates back to the 3rd generation Impreza hatchback, when a raised version of the said vehicle was sold as the Impreza XV in certain markets around the world. However, when the 4th generation Impreza hatchback debuted, the corresponding XV model became the 1st generation Subaru XV, a standalone model devoid of the Impreza badge despite still being based on one. The 1st generation XV was unveiled at the 2011 Frankfurt Motor Show, with the facelift coming out at the 2015 Tokyo Motor Show. To go with the increased ride height, Subaru included black body cladding to give the XV a more rugged look. There is the usual petrol and diesel engine choices on offer depending on the market, but if buyers wanted to be more environmentally friendly, Subaru also offers the XV in hybrid form that pairs the regular 2-litre petrol engine with an electric motor. This XV is powered by Subaru's FB20B 2-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated flat-4 petrol engine with variable valve timing and multi-point fuel injection. This engine produces 148 horsepower at 6200 rpm and 196 Nm of torque at 4200 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 10.7 seconds onto a 187 km per hour top speed. The fuel tank size is 60 liters and the combined fuel consumption for the XV 2.0 CVT is 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 151 grams per kilometer, and the XV comes standard with Subaru's Symmetrical all-wheel drive system. Exterior features of the XV 2.0i-P include manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED rear lights, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, roof rails, indicators on the body-colored side mirrors, and a matte silver finish for the door handles. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, window lock, central locking, and your window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, while the driver's side is the only side that gets a fully automatic function in both directions. Interior brightness adjustment lever, headlight level adjustment lever, and this button turns on or off the vehicle's traction control system. You do have the fuse box down there. Subaru XV floor mats. Pull this lever to release the fuel flap. And the driver's seat in this XV 2.0i-P does get full powered adjustments with all of your controls located right down there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. The XV in IP trim comes with a single-zone automatic climate control system. All of the controls are located right down here. It is quite simple to use. The display for the climate control is located right up there, right next to the multi-information display. But back to the controls itself, you do have your fan, speed, air conditioning, recirculation, temperature, automatic mode, off button, and to the far left you do have your different modes together with your front and rear defrost buttons. Now, for the multi-information display right next to it, you use that toggle switch right there to go through the different menus. Right now, you do have your fuel consumption and range, time, your average fuel consumption and outside temperature, settings menu, with your time and date, display, screen settings, maintenance, driving history, car settings, initialization, and going back. Right here, your fuel consumption and your acceleration, four-wheel drive information, more fuel consumption data, and back to the display earlier on. Right down there, you do have some storage together with a power outlet, as well as a couple of USB ports. The one on the left is to connect to your head unit, while the one on the right is for charging. A bit of storage right there, and a couple of cup holders with a cover. The XV 2.0i-P comes with a touchscreen head unit with various media connectivity options, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system. I must say, the XV does have quite a good stock sound system. We are currently in your iPod menu. Right here you do have your list of songs. You can go back a song, go forward a song, play, pause, song duration, your shuffle and repeat options, search, hit the menu button, and we go back to your main menu. Right here you do have your navigation, iPod connectivity, your various other media options together with your telephone. Swipe to the right and we do have more apps, Bluetooth, your various audio options, your audio settings, and your setup menu. Now under navigation, it is a Garmin based system, so the interface will be familiar with those who always use a Garmin system. You do have where to, where you can go to your destination, go home, address, restaurants, personalize, shopping, petrol stations, categories, favorites, history. You can view the map, compass, speed, your various map options. You do have your traffic information if available, and down below you do have your apps and settings. Right above you do have your CD player. To the left you do have your menu or power button, navigation, volume, telephone, and your auxiliary port. Front quarter windows, central locking. This car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in, press this button. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your cruise control, while the left spoke houses your audio controls, with your volume, seat track buttons, your mute or return button. These two buttons right here actually control the display itself, so you can go back to your main menu, return and whatnot. Your different mode selection button, voice control, on-hook, off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system, and down below you do have your multi-information display controls. Use the up and down arrows to go through the different menus, and use the set button to select that particular option. We are currently in your digital speedometer, elapsed time, display off, your settings menu, screen settings, go back, and default settings. And back to your digital speedometer. On the left stalk you do have your wiper controls, and on the right stalk you do have your light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Front center armrest with storage down below. You do have a power outlet right in there as well. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror, and the driver does get a grip handle. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, and your window control. The rear seat backs in this XV do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, just pull it and flip the seat back down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. The seats are nice and comfortable. You do have a single storage pocket on the front passenger seat back. Rear center armrest with cup holders, grip handles right above with hooks for both sides at the back, cabin lights, open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the Subaru badge. Boot space in the XV is 310 litres with the rear seat backs upright. Fold the rear seat backs down, remove the cargo cover, and the boot space increases to 1,270 litres. To the left of the boot is a light, and under the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre, toolkit, and jack. The rear doors in the XV open quite wide and an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry and exit into the rear seats. Adjustable headrests front and rear. Window control, bottle holder, storage, and a speaker. The front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments. That lever controls the seat back, while that bar down there controls the seat position. Nicely sized glove box. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger sun visor does get a vanity mirror as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2016 Subaru XV 2.0i-P all-wheel drive. Thanks for watching and goodbye.